Good morning, interwebs. It's 11 o'clock in the morning this time, and I'm all dressed in my new purple dress. Yes, and I dug this like shrug out. I haven't worn it in a while. I'm wearing some leggings because it's a little chilly out, but I'm headed out a different door this time because if you remember when we got home from Manhattan, it was like raining. So Minnie, our minivan, is parked on the back side of the house. Everybody else is already in the car. We are headed out for an exciting day of family fun. We're going to Gambino's to have the lunch buffet. And then we are going to go to the chiropractor, yay, and the 4-H office to try and figure out what the heck we need to be doing. So, I'll let you know what goes on. I like red onions and croutons and a little bit of cheese on my lettuce with blue cheese dressing. What do you get on your salad as a salad bar? Lots of yum. It is 1:11 and we have been to the chiropractor and got all adjusted, and so that's good. Hopefully she messed with my hand and my middle finger seems to be working better. So hopefully she got it so that my little crochet muscles are back where they need to be, because I got work to do. And I'm sitting in the car right now. We stopped by the florist. Steve wants to see if they have broccoli plants, because the kids have decided now that they like broccoli and cauliflower, and they don't really like root crops. And what do you know? Root crops are what we grow, like beets and carrots. They will eat beets in smoothies, but I make smoothies I supplement with fruit, which we don't grow ourselves. So anyways, it would be nice if we could grow some of these things ourselves. So he is in looking at plants, and I'm sitting in the car, and I might doze a little. We'll see. I am very tired all of a sudden, especially after eating, I think it was after eating the pizza. I had sausage pizza, by the way, which I didn't show you. And I also remembered that on my salad, I also had hard-boiled egg, because they have really nice hard-boiled eggs there, because they make them like fresh every day, and they do a nice job on that. So I like that on my salad as well. So yes, I think I'm going to close my eyes for just a couple minutes while they're in doing their, looking at vegetables. And then we are off to the 4-H office to try and find out how to be 4-Hers. Because right now, I don't know that we're doing it right. Maybe we are. I'll find out.
What I was doing out there was planting broccoli. I've never planted broccoli before, but being that we found out that members of our household will eat it, and I like trying things new in the garden, it might be worth trying, so we put some in. First one was I bought 8 plants of Destiny broccoli. I had meant to buy 4 Destiny and 4 Imperial, and when I went to the Blue Rapids greenhouse, I went in and they said, "Oh, those are the Imperials, do you want some of the Destiny?" I said, "Yes, I'd like 4 of each." And so she said, "Oh, well, we don't have any in here, let me go get you some." And she went and got me more Destiny, but it turned out what I had picked up in the first store was first greenhouse was also Destiny. So anyways, I have 8 plants of destiny, no imperial. I also planted, oh, and the destinies are supposed to mature in 40 to 54 days. And so theoretically they should be done about mid-May. And then I also planted 4 Pac-Man broccoli, and they were supposed to be mature in 50 to 65 days. These were a lot smaller. They came from Miller's Flower Shop in Washington. And they, so even at the 55 to 65, they might take a little longer than that. But they claim they should have good side shoots after the main head is harvested. And then while we were at Miller's Flowers going in for broccoli, my middle son whispered, "Can we get cauliflower too?" Which I'd already been considering. But since he asked so cutely, I had to say yes. And so we planted snow crown cauliflower, and it is, let's see, it says 50 to 66 days, 50 to 55 days to mature. If you scratch off the dirt involved, it's a lot easier to read. So also again, hopefully mid-May on the cauliflower. We will find out. I'll have my pump sprayer all ready with my water and dish soap to fight any cucumber beetles that might think that broccoli and cauliflower are tasty, because cucumber beetles do, because of course anything we grow, cucumber beetles like.
It is just a touch before 4, and I will be headed here to bed in just a minute, but I realized I should wrap up what we did for the rest of the day. So Steve talked to you. He did his broccolifying of the garden. Ooh, broccolifying. That's a good word. I mean, it's clearly probably not a real word, but it should be. Anyways, so he did that, and then he came in, and while he was doing that, I made dinner and kind of got things together. And then I spent 4 hours on a video chat tonight with a friend that I met via this stuff between yarn and the internet. Yeah. Yay. Good things. And that was fun. And then I read to the kids and did all the usual mom things. And then everybody went to sleep eventually. And in that process, I finished a poncho, which I got to a point during it where I was going to frog it. Things were not working right. And I was I thought I'd figured it all out. Mathed it right. And I had. Just wasn't working. And I pushed through that desire to rip out the part I thought wasn't working, and what do you know, I made everything work, and I actually think I made it better because of, yeah, but it fit, and I was really happy, and I was looking at it, I put it on, my 3-year-old, who's still awake at midnight, looks at me, goes, "That's pretty, Mom, that fits nice," which was just really funny, because that was what I was trying it on for, was to see if it fit, and I wasn't sure if it did, and it did, or at least it did according to him, and I thought it did, and it was very comfortable. I wore it for a while, but I'm not wearing it right now, because it's not as cold as it was, even though the fire is still going. It is less necessary, and outside it's actually warming up a decent amount, so yeah, there probably is rain coming tomorrow, like they're claiming, which is why I'm not going to be going to my craft show tomorrow, because it's supposed to rain, the chance is 70-ish% all day tomorrow, and yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people because of the weather, and in addition to that, I'm not going to set my stuff up outside if that is going to be the problem. So, worked on the poncho, finished that, and then I'd been making a capelet, I guess, because it's short, yeah. I've been working on that the other day, and concept is good. Dimensions were off, so I was playing with that tonight, and I am really happy with how it is turning out. Yeah, it helps when my hand is feeling a little better. My hand is tired now, but it's tired because I have done a lot of work, but my finger still moves, so that is good. And yeah, I did that. I watched a movie on Netflix again tonight. I realized that when I go up to Netflix to try and find something to watch, I would spend all my time, searching, and number 1, not finding anything. Number 2, not getting the work I should have been getting done, because I was busy searching Netflix for something to watch. So, I decided that Like, the movies I've been enjoying are independent movies, and lately it's been, like, independent romances, because they tend to not involve things that are creepy, which, since I watch them in what is essentially the middle of the night, and then is basically right before I go to bed, yeah, creepy things are not okay, because then I can't sleep. They also tend to not involve people dying in ways that are going to be disturbing for me and my sleep, because that is an issue. I have to be careful about watching things about death before I go to sleep, because, yeah, that's a problem too. So, independent romances, and what I just decided to do is I open it, and I've been rating every one of the movies that I've watched. I actually do, like, click on the star rating thing, so then Netflix, like, absorbs my data, and, you know, it pumps out the little list with suggestions for me at the top. And it is fairly accurate, because it's put all the ones that I rated really high but have already watched. Most of them are at the bottom, except like a random few that keep getting like stuck at the top. So I don't know if that means that they are being pushed by Netflix and that's why they keep floating to the top, or if it's something with like how I watch them, or if most people that have watched them watch those movies multiple times. I don't know. But anyways, what I started to do is, you know, it like makes the like grid. So the one in the upper left, that is where I start. If I have not watched that movie and reading the description, it does not sound creepy, because there's like 4 or 5 movies that are on the independent romance movie list that I'm like, creepy, 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 not watching this, whatever. So I'll read the thing, and if it sounds at all like something that I would eventually like to watch, that is what I watch. And so far I've been successful in finding things to watch. Last night, the movie Steve and I watched was called Waffle Street. It was really good. It starred James Lafferty, who is the guy who played Nathan on One Tree Hill, if you watched that, which Steve and I did multiple times, many moons ago. We have not watched it in a very long time. But anyways, it was a really interesting movie about a stockbroker, well, not a stockbroker, a hedge fund operator or something like that. Anyways, a guy in finance who, through a series of unfortunate events with the immoral people who were his bosses, he gets fired, and then he goes and works at a restaurant, which I found vaguely reminiscent of real life. So it was interesting to see, and it's based on a true story and a guy's memoir, and I actually would imagine that the book is fairly interesting, and I think the book is called Waffle Street. I should look and see if they have it at the library. I'll do that. But anyways, it was a good movie that we watched last night, and Steve and I both enjoyed it, and yeah. And then tonight I watched a movie called Big Eden. It was okay. It got like really, really good reviews. Some of the reviews were very much like, this is very Hallmark movie feeling, and yeah, it was very like, it wasn't so much predictable, it was just kind of like, I don't know, like a movie that you give like a 6. It's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie, but it wasn't a bad thing to have on. Killed some time, filled the void, didn't make me upset in any way. So, I did that, and now I'm like very tired all of a sudden again. Like, I'd been sleepy all evening, and then I perked up, and then I perked up even more, and now I'm sleepy again, which is good because, you know, I'm going to sleep now. And tomorrow I will hopefully finish my capelet because I'm excited. And look at this pretty yarn. It's made out of more loops and thread. This is the Loops and Thread Charisma in a colorway. What's the colorway? They have names. Passion. The colorway Passion. Does that look passionate to you? I don't know. But it's fun, and those jewel tones are springy, happy, but they're kind of like, I think they're appropriate for this time of spring because they're very, like, dark, you know, because it's still kind of winter, as opposed to, like, this color spring, which is, like, bleh, you know, like, bright and spring barfy looking. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now, and I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty-night!